Oh, need this. All right, put back on my lucky thing here. All right, folks. All is not lost. We lost a game. It happens. We need to win 2 in a row. This thing is not over. It's not even close to being over. Just know that.
It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Exactly. You need to listen to, last night sucked. Okay, we gave them several runs in the first few innings, which was a struggle. And we've done some of that in the College World Series. We've been able to overcome it, but we couldn't overcome it last night. We tried to make a game out of it there at the end, put a few guys on and tried to, but they put in their closer who they used him up pretty good last night. They used their 2 best pitchers yesterday in their starter and their reliever, but we might see him again if we make it to game 3. Not the starter, but the reliever. But anyway, we're going to be pitching Drew Beam today, who had a great outing his last go. I think he pitched 5 scoreless innings against North Carolina. They're going to go with a guy by the name of Zane Badmev. And he's a good pitcher. He's under 3 for an ERA, but it's his first start of the year. He's had 16 appearances, and I think this is the first time he's pitched in the College World Series. So they have not used him much at all. So I think they're a little bit limited on starters, so they're going to middle relief guys, which makes some sense. They've had those injuries. So Drew Beam versus Zane. I was not expecting that. They were thinking a couple other dudes, but they're going with this guy. So first things first. And you see in my little thumbnail there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow if we don't win today. You've got to win. That's just the way that it is. It feels a lot like this.
He's hooking. Damn, Ron, come on. What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Yeah. You win today or there is no tomorrow. That's just the way that it is. I've got some good clips for you folks, some inspirational ones that we need right now. This thing's not anywhere near over. We are very, very capable of winning 2 games in a row, super capable of doing it. So, and it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me if Texas A&M won today. I told you they're very good. They got a great pitching staff. That's the key to them. And then they managed to get some runs. We helped them a bunch, but, they manufactured some runs, and they wound up with 9 of them, which stinks. We didn't want to be in a low-scoring game, but we didn't want to give them 9 freaking runs. So we managed to get 5 out of them, which wasn't too bad, but that's not going to win when you're playing poor defense and having errors and all that kind of crap. So let's see what you folks are saying in here. I've already said a bunch of hellos to everybody. Let's see what some of y'all are saying. Swinging at bad pitches. Well, that always happens, though, Stingray shit. We can always point to that stuff. It's just, man, baseball's tough. If you've watched on ESPN Plus, they'll show the view from the batters and that ball coming in there. I've got good hand-eye coordination. I can go ahead and tell you I wouldn't come close to touching one of those baseballs. They come in there so fast, and then they break a foot. I don't know how those guys – well, look, if you can hit a third of them, you're in the Hall of Fame. If you can get a hit 1/3 of the time, you're in the Hall of Fame. You don't even know 30% of the time you're in the Hall of Fame. So that's how hard it is. I like a ball that doesn't move. I like to put it on a tee and it doesn't move. Oh, geez. Let's see what everybody's saying here. Let's see. Yeah, I know everybody was worried about that, Meade. I was worried too. I was just hoping the memory of beating Texas A&M would still be in his mind. Everybody's been concerned about that. I mean, he pitched against FSU, and we won in spite of that start. So that's what I was hoping would happen last night after that horrible start. And he didn't get any help either. But home run right off the bat on an 0-2 pitch. It's like, good Lord. You just don't see that. Yeah. Yeah. Our outfielders are usually playing really well. They've played well through the season, but infield needs to play better. And it's tough with those aluminum bats. You see how many times that ball comes at you 110 miles per hour. So you don't see as many errors in the major leagues. First of all, they're veterans, but secondly, that ball's not coming at them with that speed. That aluminum bat really creates problems, but it makes it more fun for us as viewers because there's more action. Lost my remote to injuries. Yeah, we can come back. We can. Absolutely. I'll promise you Texas A&M's not over there, celebrating and going, oh, we got this. They're not saying that at all. So we can definitely win this ball game. And we're going to come back in this. This thing's it's not even close to being over. I can assure you. Let's see. Let's see what everybody's saying here. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's try to remember we need to also enjoy that word.
Double our investment in Omaha.
Omaha! 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 Omaha!
Or you.
That's exactly right.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. And folks, one other thing. If there's anybody that out there that thinks, we're done, we're not coming back, whatever, you're watching this, just do this.
Just walk away.
Exactly. We're not anywhere near done. We're not anywhere close to being done. And I would think that Tony V is probably telling them this right now.
This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Exactly. That's what Tony's doing right now. He's not. I'll promise you that guy'd never give up. Let's see. Absolutely. Get her done. They will. I've got a good feeling about this. I mean, I've seen our backs against the wall all year multiple times, and we always respond. We're going to respond. We're going to respond, folks. Jamie, I couldn't agree more, and thank you for that. We are going to respond. I couldn't agree more. This is not telling you. I know athletes, especially guys that win on this level, they're so pissed off right now. They can't wait to get out there and redeem this team in a major way against Texas A&M. They're not going to go out there and play afraid. I'll promise you that. They're going to play out there and play brave as crap, and they're going to respond. I feel good about it. We'll be starting out. We need to be patient. The biggest thing you don't want to do is go out there and try to do it immediately. Just be patient, get the feel of the pitcher, and then start knocking it out there. Let's see. Yeah, I know it. They had their best pitcher out there. We knocked him around pretty good. We didn't get him out of the game early enough, but we got their attention. We're going to score. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do. This Zane guy he's not been out there very much. Like I said, this is his first appearance in the College World Series. He's a good pitcher, but again, when you have it pitched, he's going to be feeling the nerves big time. And our guy, Drew Beam, he's been with us the whole way. And his last outing against North Carolina was fantastic. It really was. Yeah, he's done. That starter's done. He pitched, 80 or 100 pitches. He's not pitching again. It'd be risky to bring out their closer, too. He already pitched almost 50 pitches yesterday. I mean, at some point, you're risking a guy's future when you do that. Yeah, we need Christian Moore to play his normal self. We need to get him back rolling. Oh, boy. Yeah, we need a good start, too. We need our defense to play well. Beam to get a couple of scoreless innings going. Let's get a lead. Be nice if we got a lead. We play better from being ahead. Yeah, definitely Roadhouse. I'll give you all a Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Oh man, let's see.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Yeah, we need to bring it today. Bring it big time. Get into some more comments here, see what y'all are saying. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do a post game. That's the goal. If we were to lose in some horrible fashion, I might not. I may not be able to. I may be too distraught, but I don't think we will. I think we'll win. That's why I don't do live reaction during the game. It wouldn't have been pretty. I was angry. Those first few innings, I was very angry. It wouldn't have been becoming. Yeah, I tell you, well, some of that, especially towards the end, they were just trying to get on base, because when you get so many runs behind, a lot of times you've got to take pitches because you're just hoping for a walk or something along those lines. It's a lot easier to walk than it is to get hit a lot of times. So I'm sure that was part of it, trying to force them to throw strikes. They do that to us a lot when we get ahead. Wear everything you got that could win. Wear it all. Let's see. Yeah, Chilmont. And my other brother, Junebug, is in. He's out there. He's at Omaha. He was behind the plate. He got a seat back there. He had a good seat. And he sent me a video this morning on my phone. I couldn't get it to render to where I could throw it on here. It was a little too long. I need to get an iPhone. That way I can put it on this Mac. That way it automatically goes. But he was waiting in line, getting tickets and stuff. And I saw a video this morning on YouTube. The guy's getting in the bus, getting ready to head to the game. Let's see. I think we run. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to have Seacrest. If we win tonight, I'm sorry, today, we'll definitely throw Seacrest out there. He's been our hottest pitcher. I wish we could have pitched him last night, but he didn't have enough rest. Plus, Tony had a good system there that had been working, even though, here's the thing. Even though we started with the pitcher we used yesterday, Stamos, it's not like he lost the game for us. I mean, we were down 2-0. That's not a guaranteed loss. And one of those runs was on an error. So, that didn't lose us the game. Oh, yeah, everybody's fired up out there. It'll be good. Let's see. Oh, God. No, he won't do that. He's wild and crazy. He ain't that wild and crazy. Let's see. That was a big 70s thing. Are y'all old enough to remember the 70s? When I was a little kid in the 70s, and I remember streaking at football and baseball games and all, that was a big deal. They even had that song. They call him the Streak. Who sang that anyway? I can't even remember. It was Ray. Was that Ray Stevens that did the Streak? I think so. Let's see. Going into y'all's comments here a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, he needs to bring it. He needs to bring it. Here's another Tony V. I haven't shown this one, I don't think. Now I'm going to show this one.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
I was up all night. I was so mad that we lost that game. I was up all night looking for stuff to put on today's show for y'all that might get us a little bit inspired. And StreamYard, which is what I use, it's got a glitch in it from Google, so I was a little bit of panic this morning trying to figure out how I was going to make this work, but I had to kind of do a workaround, which I don't know. I'm starting to understand computers a little too well, not extremely well. I used to be horrible at computers, but I've been forced to kind of learn to some level so I can bring some of this stuff to you. But I'm still kind of a hack when it comes to computers. But there's always a problem. That's the one thing that I've learned. There's always a problem. There's always an issue that you got to work around. And that's what Texas A&M is right now. If they've created a problem for us, we got to figure out a workaround. And that's what we're going to do, because if we don't win, there is no tomorrow. No freaking tomorrow. Let's see. I hope that's right. I'd love to see that. Wouldn't you love to see Christian Moore go out there and just smack a home run and get their attention? That could easily happen. Yep. Yeah, Zane Badmave. They have the strangest last names there at Texas A&M. Hard to pronounce. Let's see. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's got an ERA under 3. He's had 16 appearances, which is not a lot. I'm wondering if he's young. Maybe he's a freshman or a sophomore. He strikes out quite a few. He's not pitched a single time in the College World Series, which is odd. So I don't know. That's surprising to me that they wouldn't put a guy in there that's already been, gotten his feet wet, especially in a game of this level. So it's a little bit risky. Let's see. Zane out of the game early and run through their bullpen. That would be nice. I hope that's the case. They've got a lot of good pitchers, though. It's hard to, this is not your average pitching team. They got a bunch of guys that can throw that can spin it. They just do. But we saw their best. We saw their best starter and their best reliever yesterday, and we did get 5 runs. So it's not like we can't score runs. We can score runs on anybody if we're swinging the bats right. Okay. Says he's 24 years old. I wonder why he's only pitched 16 times. Wonder, that's weird. And he's got a good ERA. I can't really understand that. That seems odd to me. Yeah. I kind of feel like you, Devin. I feel confident. I do. Even after the game, I was like this. I wasn't down. I was mad. Just like I'm sure our players are. I mean, I was ticked off because it's
over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Exactly right. Nothing is over. It's not even close. So we don't need to get into that mindset for even a second. Start the game. Yeah, it'd be nice. Oh, baloney. B to the ran. You wrong. It's more nervous yesterday. Yeah, I know. It kind of takes the nerves away from. Well, here's the thing. Your back is against the wall. Your back is against the wall, folks. There's nothing to be nervous about. Nothing. Now it's you let it all rip. You let it all hang out and rip. You don't. What are you going to do? You're down. When you're down, I mean, you just got to go for it. So if they lose, go to the golf course and beat the hell. I wouldn't today. It's too hot out there today. I liked it. The ball's in the evening. Unless you get a cool front comes through. Yeah, it's starting to heat up. Darn, it's dadgum late June. It's actually been a pretty cool spring. Yeah, I think this is gonna be super hot in this game. I mean, they're playing right in the middle of the heat. I'd say that field it'll be close to 100 degrees, don't you think? But these guys are 18 to 22 years old. It won't bother them. They'll be very well hydrated and all that. So that shouldn't be a problem. And they spend half the time sitting in the dugout with fans and Gatorade. They're only out there for 10 minutes or so, and then take a break, 10 minutes, take a break. It's not like football where you're out there just getting pounded for 3 hours and you weigh 300 pounds. These guys are all fit as a fiddle. So I don't think, and pitchers usually like heat. They like humidity. It makes the ball a little bit moister so they can put more spin on it. That's why they're always licking their fingers. It's hard to throw a brand new baseball. It's kind of slick. It's a little bit of humidity will help you spin the ball. And it also makes the air heavier. I know that from golf. I don't play baseball, but I know in golf, I can draw the ball more when it's humid. I can slice it a little bit more when I need to. So it's usually not a big deal. And the hotter it is, the further the ball will go. So you'll probably see some home runs today. The hotter it is like this, the ball should travel. Let's see. And like I say, the wind depends on what the wind's doing. It was blowing out yesterday. We could have hit a lot of home runs. Yeah. A&M's not lost. The last time they lost was to us in the SEC tournament. That's 4 weeks ago. They've not lost in 4 weeks. We got to break their streak. Let's see. I don't think they use smelling salts anymore. That's a thing from the 70s and 80s when people would get their bell rung, which basically means they got a concussion. But we called it getting your bell rung. And then they would give them smelling salts so they could be back alert and they could go out and get a second concussion. So I don't think they use those anymore. Any of y'all ever had used smelling salts? See, I didn't play football in high school. I don't even know. They might have used them back then. That was in the 80s. I played middle school, but I didn't. I went straight to golf in high school. I was going to play. I remember my head coach, Herb Hawks at Greenville. He was also the basketball coach, a very good one. And he was a golf coach because, in high school, they usually do 2 or 3 coaching things because of the money and all that, because there wasn't a lot of money back then. Anyway, I was going to try out my junior year. I wanted to be a wide receiver. And he found out about it, and he pulled me out of class one day, pulled me in the dadgum hallway. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, he said, "I heard you were going to try out for the football team." And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to do that." He said, "You're 150 pounds, 6 foot tall." And he said, "And you hadn't played football in 3 years." And he said, "And you're going to get a scholarship to play golf. Are you an idiot? Are you the dumbest SOB?" And he didn't say SOB. He said the full thing. He said, "I'm not." He said, "I'm going to kick your ass if you do." He said, "Just play golf and quit being stupid." He said, "They will kill you out there," which they would have. It was very good advice. I don't know what, I just kind of got in my mindset that I wanted to play football again, which was, in hindsight, not probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Let's see. Then I wound up at UT playing golf. He was right. So sometimes older people are smarter than younger people. I know in today's society, you're not supposed to say that. But, people that have lived a little while longer than you have might know a little bit more, just a tiny bit more than a freaking 16-year-old dumbass like I was. I'm going to go play football. Hadn't worked out to their level in 3 years. Stretching before you hit a golf ball is not the same as benching 300 pounds. Let's see. He's done that's enough of personal stories. Let's see, folks. We got 36 minutes to D-Day. 36 minutes. I think I'm going to play another one of these clips. Which one am I going to play? I think this one, based on the thumbnail, would be a good one.
He's hooking. Damn, Rod, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
God, wasn't that great, man? You remember those great movies? God, I wish we could have movies like that again. That was such a great scene with Apollo. He's hooking. Jeez, that was unbelievable. That was one of my favorite movies. I enjoyed the first 4 movies a ton. They were all great. And my the guy that concerned me the most that I would not have wanted to fight was Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang looked to me like a guy that would just, I don't know how old I was back then, but he looked like the last guy in the world you'd want to fight. He said, I'm going to mess you up. He said, what is the prediction of this fight? I said, prediction? Pain. I should have put that clip in here, but I know I was going to talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, it is. I mean, when's the last time you saw a movie that was that got you fired up like that? It was something. Let's see. I might do another one here. And I definitely think this is exactly, look, this is what Tony V is telling them right now.
This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Exactly. Now go out there and take it. Oh, man. Dang. That was the elite. Man, that was the miracle. Miracle on ice. I know a lot of y'all remember that. When we beat the Russians, the unbeatable Russians. And all the Russians sat there by the goal, and they were all stunned. They could not believe they'd lost to the American amateurs who weren't even pros. Yeah, exactly. Go take it. Totally agree. Oh, man. I did too. I tried to find some good ones for y'all. Some good moments. Let's see. I got one more here. This might be the best one as far as for how we should feel going into this. I don't know if I'm going to leave you with this one or not.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
All right, folks, I'm gonna end this here in just a minute. Let me leave you with one last one here. Yeah, this is what it's getting ready to be like.
Say when.
All right. Folks, I haven't given up my lucky chain. I've only lost once with it. We've won like 10 of them with this, so I'm keeping it, and I'm rolling with it. You got to stick with what works. And I've got on hopefully a lucky shirt too. And let's just do this, man. We got to win this game. We get to game 3, and the odds switch in our favor, because then the pressure's on them because they'll have lost the opportunity. So we need to flip it. That's why it was so important we won that second game against FSU in the bracket, because then all the pressure would have switched to us. We need to switch it back on them. We need to win this ball game, and we need Drew Beam to have a good game, get us through about 5 innings, don't give up too many runs, and we need to put some runs on them and start driving their pitchers out. We need to go through about 3 or 4 of their pitchers today and put about 8, 9, 10 runs on them and win this ball game, and then it'll be for all the marbles tomorrow, which would be perfect when it comes to drama. That's for sure. All right, folks, we got 30 minutes before the game. Y'all get all set up and do what you're going to do, and we'll see you. Hopefully we win this ball game. We'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.